This show was something else. I'm sure we're going to get multiple opinions on how people's experiences kind of went. I guess we'll see. I guess I have to wait and see. But yeah, yo, what up, you guys? Bacardi here, and today gonna be recapping the last day of their U.S. Stop. That, of course, being Dreamcatcher on their tour, and yeah, L.A. Day 2, Sunday night. The really, really big one. Let's just call it that, So yeah, don't know where to begin. Just go with the day, I guess. So of course I was gonna go to 2 shows. This being, the last one, the LA one. I expected there to be a good amount of people. Not as many people as there was, and I'll get into all that, But yeah, I just wanted to see them twice. Just wanted to see them as many times as I honestly could, but don't have time or money. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely loved the San Francisco show, and even a couple of days, basically, I think that Saturday when I was working, there were people coming in because I'm a TSA agent, so people coming into the airport, with the shirts on, and I'm like, oh shit, did you go to the SF show? And they're like, yeah, we did. And some of them, are just going back. They're not going to the LA show. Some of them are. Particularly one dude I met, saw him while I was working that Saturday. And I was like, oh, snap, you going? He's like, yeah. And he went to both day 1 and 2. And I saw him day 2, at the end. And I was like, did you come through the airport? And I was like, yeah. Just clicked after that. Yeah, small little things about that. Just made this night really cool. But yeah, when people were coming in, with the shirts on, and I was just thinking, I was like, God, I should be there. I should be there on Saturday night, But unfortunately, I had to work, had to do the overtime. I did a 12-hour day too. I'm doing a 12-hour day today, technically, I guess. Yeah, because these bills got to get paid, So yeah, did that, and I was ready to go, Took the flight to LA Sunday. Unfortunately, the flight did end up getting delayed. It was about 40 minutes. It wasn't too long, but still. What was worse was when we landed in Burbank, we were stuck for 30 minutes because I don't know what was going on, but yeah, we couldn't move. So then that even added more time. So I basically wasted an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, got to the hotel 3, and then immediately I was like, okay, listen, I need my wristband. I need water and a little bit of groceries and stuff. And then I need to eat something because I hadn't eaten anything all day. So by the time I ate, it was 4, and I was just like, oh God, why am I so tired? Thank God I had coffee and everything. Yeah. So I was pretty much ready. I'd say 5:30ish, and I could have gotten in line, but then I was just like, you know what? Let me chill for a little bit. It don't seem that bad. This was me thinking about the line that I saw around 3 o'clock. And I was like, oh, it's to be expected, I guess. Oh boy. Over that 3 hours, this line turned into something else, obviously. Wrapped around the building, I think twice, maybe? Yeah, it was something nuts. So, I'm just in the hotel room because, again, it's literally right in front of me. The building that they're performing in. So, yeah, I'm up there. I'm watching Andrew Schultz's special, even though I've seen it live. Super proud of him. About to go into this show. Just be super proud of them. It was just a proud ass night of people that I admire for their work. Yeah, so I get into line around 6:40, and I'm at the end. There's the end of the line, right? And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm the last one. Not even 2 minutes go by. Just more people packed behind me. And this is when I realized how many people were here, was when I was in line and the people, basically handling the line were just I've never seen this many people here before. And I'm like, oh, you for real? Oh, we in for something tonight, And yeah, I realized that when I got inside. Obviously, I had floor tickets, so I got in there and I was like, "This fucking place is packed." There's so many people. Like, no one in that building was ready for what they were about to, like, get with this many, fans in there. That floor level was packed, bro. And of course, whoever got in first, went to the front, naturally, as you do in this situation. And even though I was near basically the end, I still, like, it was weird. It was basically like, it sort of inclines a little bit, the floor level, I mean, a little bit. But basically, they even gave me the option, security. I was like, yo, can I like move forward? And they were like, yeah, you can find a space, but it's pretty much full. And I was like, okay. I was like, not that close, but like somewhere near the middle, behind it. I don't really like know, but I was sort of just hanging around, right? And I was kind of looking around, obviously. And there's like, listen, future advice for anyone going to Luna's show in this building. Listen, if you're short, if you're like 5 foot, like 1 or 2, either get there really early and wait in line, or get one of the seats on top, because the upper level, which I'll also get into, has a great view. You can see everything up there. So yeah, just advice: if you're short, you don't want to be like standing behind like a bunch of dudes who are like 5'10", 5'11", and just be like, I can't see nothing. It's like, yeah. And then, your mom's complaining to the security guard about how we paid tickets for this much money and she can't see. And I'm like, ugh, yeah, I know it sucks, right? Yeah, but should have considered that. Yeah, so that was one thing. Even me, like, I was okay for a while. Like you guys said, don't worry too much about the footage, And I kind of did it. But at the same time, I did just want to, like, get some stuff in there. But even, like, obviously, I say it all the time, my eyes, are closer than any, like, camera footage or whatever. I see the best with these things. Even then, I was still just feeling like, it's not the same as the SF show. I just feel, like, farther away.
드림캐쳐 월드 투어 아포칼립 세이버! 어제 만난 성녀도 있지만 오늘이 3년 만에 성년이겠죠?
We have some news here. We met yesterday, but I'm sure we have some news for the first time in 3 years.
네! 저도 오늘 보면 너무너무 재밌고 뜨거웠는데 우리 성년들은 어땠어요? 재밌었어요?
The show yesterday was so fun. How was it for you guys, Sonia? Did you have fun?
There were times when I couldn't really see clearly. Because again, a lot of people, I'm standing behind them. And just like sometimes, like, I'm trying to do this. And anytime I have to do this, I'm like, oh boy, this ain't good. I tried moving to different places, in the meantime, I'm just getting drinks, and I'm like, God, what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? And I'm trying to just enjoy the show. I think they got to like, what song was it? Can't Get You Out of My Head. And even then, I was just like, yo, I should be going crazy. And I'm trying to, but then the people around me near the back are just kind of like, they're just sort of like, okay. And I'm like, guys, I am not enjoying just how like low key your energy is. What is going on here? We should be going crazy during this song. So, I haven't even talked about them and like the outfits and everything. Obviously they look great. You saw them. If you watch the stream, you know. Yeah, that's to be expected. And they were going wild. This tour progressively, they just got more and more wild. You know, I was watching footage of night one, on Yerin the Queen's channel, who, by the way, went to all these shows, front row, got incredible footage, and I'm like, how, you know, yeah, that's nuts. So obviously I'm looking forward to everything, you know, but so far the experience is kind of, it's not going the way I hoped, you know. So, as I previously mentioned in the San Francisco vlog, I was like, be friends with your bartender, you know. They might help you out in certain occasions. So I was getting a drink and I was like, I don't even know I should tell you guys this, because I don't want you guys doing this at the Luna concert. Because if you do, I'm gonna get caught, you know. But I was like, listen, man, you think I can go upstairs? And you know, he sort of told me like, yeah, and then do this and this and this, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know. So headed upstairs to the mezzanine or whatever it's called, basically like the top part of the building. And when I got up there, I just saw clearly everything. Now, granted, yeah, still far away, but the view is just so much clearer. Like, I can clearly see them. I'm not seeing the back of some dude's head and trying to do this, you know, to try and get a better view. I'm just seeing everything clearly. And the top section was lit, okay? They were having, like, a good time. I enjoyed the energy up there, of everyone, you know, that was in that area, man. Yeah, that's when the show really started, like, you know, I really started enjoying myself during that part. Again, my footage isn't the best, but like, don't worry about the footage, you know. Like, there's way better. Again, Yerin, a bunch of other people on Twitter, even here on YouTube, I'm sure, you know, who were in the front row and everything. Go watch their footage if you want to just, like, you know, see amazing quality fan cams. For me, it was more so just like, you know, capture a lot of the audience reaction too. That's why there's quite a few times where I sort of just, like, you know, look out to the crowd, because again, the interaction between the artist and the crowd is really important. And you saw that with how Sheehan reacted when in SF we sang you know, Can't Get You Out of My Head, and just how she reacted. Like, that's what you want to give them. You want them to be like, oh shit, they really like us, you know. Yeah. And just that, again, creates a really fun vibe. their energy for this night, like again, I wasn't there night one, but they were amazing, yo. Like again, they were in rare form. GU was in rare form. Her hair, I told her at the end, like you'll see during the wave, I was like, I love your hair, you know. Sua was just full on Sua. Even Tommy, again, just everyone was way more just like having a good time, bro. And you love to see it. You love to be there for it. It was great. That, again, when I got up to that top floor, that's when the vibe got really good. The solo song. Okay. I saw footage in night one and I was like, this is crazy, you know? Like, yo, straight up just grabbing cake, you know? It's like, wow, Sua, Jesus. And, you know, night two was no different. It was really cool. There's that hilarious moment with Sua when, you know, obviously she gets picked. And whole crowd goes crazy and she's like, okay, baby. And I'm just dying laughing. Even at the concert, she has me dying laughing. Like, come on.
또 나야? 진짜? 아야야야야. 와, 이 정도면은 여러분 운명이에요. Destiny.
And then she goes to throw, I think it's like a ball or whatever it was. But just straight smacking someone. And I'm dying laughing while I'm sure other people are like, oh my God, are you okay? And she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. But I'm just like, and, you know, I'm laughing. Oh, terrible. But the person was okay, you know, clearly. That was just a funny moment. Again, yo, so wild.
I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 갈게요. 수고.
But obviously hers was great, but it's everyone else's that's just like, yo. Particularly Dami. If you've seen the fan cam, because I didn't film it but I was clearly looking at Shion, looking at her, and just dying laughing. Like, it was absolutely amazing, that part. Because again, we all had the same reaction. At least I did. Like, I was the same as Shion, just watching Dami, like, you know, it was one of those, like, yo, they were all going in with no dot. It was crazy to see. Oh, can't wait to watch the live stream. I have it, you know. So I'm definitely going to do a reaction to that in a couple of days, put it up on the Patreon. Can't wait to see, like, you know, really nice, I'm hoping really nice footage and whatnot. Yeah, so all the solo songs were great, of course. Yeah, and it's just great to, again, rehear all those, see them, just like, yeah. Again, during that part, same thing, the vibe, the energy, on point. Okay, one thing I definitely wanted to talk about was the fucking moment when Gahyun was like, you know, there's some light sticks in here that are not ours, and oh my god. Okay, you'll hear in my footage, I died laughing. I was like, yo, how are you gonna say what we're all thinking out loud right now, girl? Like, Joe. I'm dying laughing. Yo, because I was thinking it too when I was just sort of like, it's like, I didn't make a big deal of it because I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, I guess bring whatever light stick you can, you know, but still, like, when the show starts and you kind of look out, they do sort of stand out. But I'm not complaining, I guess. It, like, it's not something I would do, but I understand where you're coming from. In that, you know, you kind of want to participate in a way, and it's like, if you don't have one of these, it's like, okay, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I do feel like if you don't have one, you don't really need to bring something else to like replace it, you know. In all honesty, that kind of makes it more awkward, you know. That's just my opinion, but everyone's allowed to do whatever they want. Also, on my Twitter, like when I posted the clip of the crowd in Silent Night, I did not know the girl right next to me had a Mamamoo light stick, you know? And I think my caption was, okay, I see you. I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about the crowd, because I was like, okay, now the crowd is lit, you know? And yeah, that's what I meant. I wasn't talking about her. And I'm just like, okay, you know, if you want to bring it, fine, that's whatever. But clearly this thing, I don't want to say blew up on Twitter, but there was, like, you know, a discussion on Twitter. Obviously she was joking. That's the reason that I laughed my ass off, because it was so funny that she actually brought it up. And even for that split second when we booed, it wasn't malicious. It was more of just like, boo. It's like, we're joking. We're not serious, you know? So what's funny is like, I don't know where this clip went. I hope I liked it on Twitter. So I can kind of go back and find it. Let me see if I can't find it. But it is this incredible clip of I don't think I have it. But okay. It's she mentions it, right? And someone has a candy bong, a twice light stick in the crowd. And you just see the light stick disappear, and like that shit made me laugh. Again, it was just this hilarious moment of her pointing out something that just like was supposed to make people laugh. You know, she wasn't being malicious with it or anything. It was more so for people like me to just laugh my ass off at, which I did. You know, but yeah, bring whatever light sticks you want. You know. But if the idol's like, you know, says something, you know, hey, they're allowed to comment, you know. Yeah, but that was just a hilarious moment. I was like, girl, you had no chill tonight. Between performing and then just saying that, like, no chill. But I loved it. I fucking loved it.
근데 나 진짜 너무 궁금한 거 있어요.
Something I'm really curious about.
그 우리 동물 아닌 것들이 중간중간에 잡혀 있는데 아직 몽몽이를 못 구해서 그런 거예요?
There are some light sticks that are not ours. Is it because we couldn't get ours?
전 질투심이 많다고요.
I get jealous really easily.
Rest of the show, just, you know, again, being up there with that crowd in particular, really enjoyed it, man. That's, again, when my night was just like hitting its peak, you know. There was this girl there who I ended up talking to. She was doing the same thing. Apparently she was like downstairs. She also like snuck back up there, and then she was like way braver than me. She was the one who like got me even closer, because she's just like, yo, sit here, like sit literally in the front row, but like on the seat or the step section. And that's what I did. Until me and her chilling there. And again, I got like way closer that way, you know? Yeah. So that was cool, man. This show was also a little bit of a test to see if I want to go see Luna, you know, that Monday, that first show when they're there. I kind of wanted to scope out like the building and whatnot, and just sort of be like, well, should I go? Should I not? You know, and if I do go, should I get an upstairs ticket? Now, upstairs tickets, resales, them shits are expensive. So I am going that Monday. That Monday is going to be crazy because I have work the next day, and it's like, it is going to be a get in, get out situation. Yeah, but I'm going to try and make the best of it. I am getting there early, you know. I do want to be close because that will be the first show, and you know that's going to be something really special. So yeah, I think I'm landing 8, probably going to get there 9, and then I'm getting this like lawn chair and just sitting my ass in that line until like 3 o'clock when I go back to the hotel and just be like, get ready and then come back, you know. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I do enjoy the venue. Like, it looks cool when you're in there, the sides and everything, the top section and everything. The building's cool, you know. I just, like, it was hard for me to be in GA and just, like, you know, be in the back. And, like, I just wanted to just be closer, which, again, might be my fault. You know, I should have gotten there earlier and just waited in line, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. Didn't take away from my enjoyment of the show, though. Like, I had a fucking great time, yo. Like, these 2 shows, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna miss the hell out of them, you know. Like, I'm sure it was tough for them being here this long, and they still got one more show in Mexico. Yeah, I'm sure it's tough adjusting to obviously the schedule of a tour and being in a different country and different food and different lifestyle and everything, and just, you know, all that. But I think they did so well. Like, every show, and again, I haven't seen the footage from every show, but at least for me, SF being there, night 1 of LA just watching footage, night 2 being there, these 2 shows just cemented for me that they're one of my favorite, not just girl groups, but groups in general. As far as like performing, their discography, them as people, and just everything about them, you know. Yeah, it reconfirmed my love for them. It really did.
This is a night show, but in the beginning I thought, how are we going to do all-night shows?
근데 정말 선배들이 있었기 때문에 저희가 계속 힘을 내서 일단 달릴 수 있었던 것 같아요.
But I think it's because of our seniors and we got the energy to go through all night.
This tour felt like one of the longest tours ever, but thanks to you, instead of being tired, I was really happy. US, but I hope to be able to see you again and late night, we will randomly still think about it. And yeah, so we will be able to smoothly become a part of your lives.
네, 저는 너무 오랜만에 미국 투어다 보니까 팬분들이 저희를 기억하실까가 제일 먼저 걱정이었어요.
I was actually worried this is not been on tour for a while and our fans would have forgotten us. Because we actually, our venues got bigger.
맞아요. 그때보다 오히려 더 많은 팬분들이 저희를 보고 싶어 하시는 걸 보고 진짜 너무 감동받았고
I was really touched to see that there are actually so many more people that wanted to see us.
저희가 에너지 가득 받아서 돌아갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
I think we'll be able to receive all the energy and return back.
Thank you. 해외에 있는 청자들랑 가수분들이 되게 오랜만이잖아요.
And it's been a long time since we've been overseas with our seniors.
항상 저희 들어왔을 때 손자도 밖에 줄 서 있고 심지어 새벽부터 서 있는 게 너무 감동받고 너무 고생 많았어요.
You guys had a hard time of staying in line for us. We saw you guys staying in line from late night.
너무 힘드실 텐데 이렇게 즐겁게 저희 같이 놀러주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
And thank you guys so much. Even though you're tired, you guys had fun with us the whole night.
네, 가시죠. 저희 이번 투어로 인해서 여러분들께 힘을 너무 많이 받았어요.
Through this tour, we actually gained a lot of strength from you guys.
네, 앞으로 더 힘차게 나아갈 계기가 될 것 같습니다.
I think this will be our motivation point to go forward.
이거 해야죠.
We have to do this.
Yes, insomnia, yeah. 우리 맞고 더 이어서
We
해봐야죠.
have to move on to our next song, right?
Okay, are you ready? Okay.
I hope they do a tour next year. Yeah, do a tour next year during, wintertime, like they did in 2019, But this time, let's get a bigger venue. Yeah, that's the one thing I think they could easily do is just this one was definitely packed, and even then it felt like there was still room, but I feel like if you give them time, clearly, they get more exposure, which I just know they will. We'll be able to sell out a bigger venue, I think, because clearly the staff was not ready for how many people showed up, that it sort of warrants, bigger location next time, I think.
One, two, three. One more. One, two, three. And now
It was a huge night. The fact that they live streamed the show. CEO of their company was there, which I had no clue. Yo, so I was looking, because I saw the camera crew, right? I was like, oh, that's a cameraman. That's right there streaming. I feel like I might have seen their CEO. Like he's not someone that we clearly just see all the time, that when we see him, we're like, oh, it's you, He's probably easily just blended in through the crowd, which is pretty nuts to think about, which is, again, a cool moment for him, I'm sure. Seeing, his group just killing it on stage in LA, in Koreatown, no less. And just, yeah, living their best life, man. Yeah, all these people here to see them. It's probably really cool for him and their team too, yeah. I just hope they're super proud. Clearly these last couple of months have just been moments for them to be super proud of. Yeah, they've done really well. also think Somnia, Dreamcatcher fans are some of the coolest fucking people ever. They really are, yo. Like, you always want your fan base to be good, I guess. That's the best way to put it, you know? Good. But at the same time, like, you know, just supportive, helpful, and, you know, I can just tell that with them, you know. Even the fans are really cool. Yeah, that's also always great to see. As far as the 7 girls, I mean, what do I even need to say? They were all incredible, you know. Singing, dancing, performing, everything, interacting with the crowd moments, like, those were so dope. Interacting with each other, just having fun on stage, like, that's what a concert should be, yo. Like, that's my ultimate sort of, like, feeling when I was done with it. I was just like, yo, this is what a concert's supposed to be like, yo. Just a good time, you know? And, yeah, it really came through, you know, with, I'm sure, all their shows. During the high wave, basically, I wasn't prepared or planned anything. I never do, you know. I just always go in. There's literally a minute before, you know, where we walk, and then I'm just like, okay, what do I say? What do I say? All I said this time was just told Jiu I loved her hair, because her hair was amazing. And then I just told Sua I loved her, and then she threw a heart back at me. And then I was like, that's it. That's my friend right there, you know? Yeah. At least in my head, you know? But yeah, this is a cool little interaction, you know? Again, I hope once COVID dies down, we can go back to high touching, you know, photo, which apparently Luna's going to do, which is like, that's super cool. But yeah, this was cool. But yeah, definitely can't wait to, you know, do that again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If you were to ask me which show I liked more, I did prefer the SF show. One, I do feel like our crowd was better. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say it, you know. Yeah, I do think we killed it as a crowd in SF. LA was great too. But there were moments when I was in GA, I was sort of just like, yo, I feel like you guys are not as hyped as you should be, especially during a song like Can't Get You Out of My Head, you know? Get up, you know? Yeah, but even like when I went upstairs, that's when I saw, like, you know, looking down at like the audience, I was like, oh yeah, you guys are getting into it, you know? Yeah, I do prefer the SF show, one, because I was closer, and two, just it was like the first time, and the whole situation and everything was really cool. But I think with this show, one thing I really liked was just the energy from them. They were in really just like high spirits, like GU, Sua of course, but like GU, Xian, Gahyun was killing it, Dami, Andong, Yuhyun of course, you know. Like, everyone knew sort of the assignment going into this. Right? It's like, last show in US, you know, let's kill it. It's being live streamed. Let's show the world how good we are. That it felt like, you know, they sort of went in with that mission, and yeah, they totally executed it to a T. Yeah. So in that sense, you know, both shows, you know, have elements that I absolutely love about them. But overall, I do think I enjoyed the SF show a bit more. Again, I think I ultimately just took your guys' advice and just didn't worry too much about the footage and focused on enjoying myself during this show. And I really did, yeah. Do I wish I was closer? Hell yeah. But I think, given the situation and even where I ended up, I was happy with where I was at. You know, it was cool. Yeah, absolutely love the show. Absolutely love them. If I could fucking take a trip to Mexico to see them, I would. I really would, yeah. If they had another stop in Canada or something, I would go to that shit. I'm telling you, yeah. Yeah. especially Vancouver. If they ever go to Vancouver, I'm going to that shit too. Yeah, I'm gonna go visit my family and see them. Yeah, and yeah, just super happy with this tour. I hope it's a super success for them. Can't wait to see them again. And honestly, this feels like a great sort of just like cap off to the success that they had with this second album. And it's great to see, yeah, just good vibes all around, and I can't wait to experience it again. And just like, yeah, everything that they do next, yeah, loved it. All right, so that'll do it for this recap review, and I'm just gonna leave you guys with some last bit of footage to kind of close out the video, and then I'm gonna go watch a bunch of fan cams, because you guys who are closer than me, am I jealous? Yeah, but I'll live vicariously through your footage, But either way, whether you were in the front row or way in the back, I'm sure everyone just had a great time, That's one thing about Dreamcatcher, and that's why they're one of my favorite groups. It's just, they will get everyone involved, So, yeah, loved it. All right, as always, peace, love, have a blessed day. See you next time.
Thank you.